let's double, no, let's triple the amount of characters and boards that there will be in Mario Party Superstars after my proposed DLC plan. Starting with the characters, we're going from a whopping 10 to 30 characters. Take a look at this roster. I think I did a pretty good job with this. What do you guys think? 30 characters for 4 players plus the random option. Let's go ahead and fill in all the characters that are currently in Mario Party Superstars. That lists off Mario, Luigi, Peach, Daisy, Wario, Waluigi, Yoshi, Birdo, Rosalina, and Donkey Kong. And look at how many characters we still have to go. This is going to be amazing. Let me list off some of the characters that I have planned for you guys. First up, being more as a partner to Rosalina, we got Luma. Yes, this character made her playable debut in Mario Tennis Open, I believe. She's been by Rosalina's side pretty much her entire playable career, but Luma has made a couple of exceptions in the Mario Tennis games, and now it's her time to shine in Mario Party Superstars. So get Luma in there. I think this could be a fun inclusion. Next up, if you know the lore of the channel, if you guys know the fandom, Donkey Kong has a partner, and it's not going to be Diddy Kong. It's going to be my boy, the one and only Donkey Kong Jr., who was last playable, if you don't count Mario Kart Tour, in Mario Tennis 64. It's been a long time since we've had a 3D model of Donkey Kong Jr. I think Mario Party Superstars is the perfect time to do it. Get him back in there and start shoehorning him into the rest of the Mario franchise. I want to see this happen so badly. I know it won't, but this is just more of a dream pick than anything else. Kicking off the third row, we got 2 classic characters that are going to make a return, and I say just screw the rules in Mario Party Superstars that the hosts can't play in the game as well. We got Toad and Toadette. Of course, these are Mario Party staples, Toad making his debut in 5 and Toadette in 6 respectively. So I think these 2 characters, you can't really have a Mario Party without Toad or Toadette, and it just makes perfect sense to bring them back into the game. They're just so much fun. You gotta get them in a Mario Party. It's fun to do mini games with them. It just feels weird not being able to have either of these 2 characters as playable options. Similar to Toad and Toadette, we got Boo and Dry Bones. These 2 were guaranteed partners in Mario Party 7. That's when Dry Bones made his debut, and Boo made his debut all the way back in Mario Party 5. So get both of these back into the game. I can't believe Superstars went without either of these characters. Dry Bones was at least playable in Super Mario Party, and I think Boo might have been as well. Super Mario Party had an incredible roster, might I add. I don't know why Mario Party Superstar did not. Also, subscribe if you think Mario Party Superstar should have some more DLC. Next up on the list, I got 2 more Kong characters that are going to fill out the roster. We got Diddy Kong and Dixie Kong. Dixie Kong, this would be her first appearance in a Mario Party game. She's appeared in some Mario games before, like Tour and Mario Super Sluggers. And for Diddy Kong, this would only be his 3rd Mario Party appearance. He made his debut in Star Rush back in 2016. Then he made a proper console appearance in Super Mario Party on the Nintendo Switch, and he somehow just got left out of Superstars. What is that all about? Bring him back. Diddy Kong needs to be back. It was so much fun being able to play as him, but let's get Diddy Kong back in here and have Dixie Kong tag along with them so we could have 4 Kong characters. So if someone wants to do an all Kong party, we can make it happen. We got 2 more rows of characters left. First up is Pauline. She is in Mario Tennis. She is in Mario Golf. She is in Mario Kart Tour. She was the mayor in Mario Odyssey. Of course, she could be in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Who knows? And I think she deserves a spot in a Mario Party game. It's been a long time coming. She has not made her debut because we just haven't had a lot of Mario Party games since Odyssey. So if there was a chance for Pauline to enter the game, it would be this game. So we need to make this happen. Come on, Pauline. Right beside Pauline, I'm throwing in King Babam because this dude has also somehow found himself back into the Mario spin-off lineup after being playable in Mario Golf, Super Rush, and Mario Kart Tour. Legendary moves from Nintendo to start throwing King Babam back into the mix, and I think he can make a great character for Mario Party Superstars. Let's see what happens. I mean, let's get him in back some more mini games. I think it would just be fun seeing him play against some of the other characters. I mean, King Babam's just a lovable guy. Who doesn't love a massive black circle with a white stash and a crown? I mean, it's perfect. Next up are the 2 unlockable characters from Mario Party 8 that, in my opinion, were some of the coolest characters at the time. We got Hammer Bro and Blooper. Of course, you gotta love these characters. We all remember them from Mario Party 8 when they were unlockable. So let's bring them back into Superstars because they're just fun characters to use, whether you're playing them in Sluggers or Mario Kart or what have you. These characters are legendary. So bring them back into Mario Party Superstars. They've been in the Mario Party franchise for a minute now, and it's time that they become playable yet again. Next up, I got an interesting choice for a character. It's not going to be Shy Guy, but instead Fly Guy. That's my man with the propeller. You gotta love him. You gotta like him. Fly Guy, because we got Shy Guy on a board already. I know I said screw the combatants on the board, but I feel like I want to make that excuse for the one and only Fly Guy. So let's make it happen. Get Fly Guy in there. He deserves another shot at being a playable character after being in Mario Hoops 3-on-3 and Mario Power Tennis. Get him into a Mario Party game. Let Shy Guy be in. Let Fly Guy enter the realms as just a hovering fly guy. I don't know. He just seems cool. Get him in there. And rounding out row number 4, we got the man, the myth, the legend, Koopa Troopa. I know some people might not like Koopa, but Koopa's my man. He's just a super chill dude. He likes to do the bot when he's walking around and dancing, so you gotta love him for that. He's been playable from Mario Party 9 and Superstars, so he has a little bit of playable experience in Mario Party. I know he's got some boards going on and he's got some things that he's got to do, like he's guiding the game now, but get him out of there. He doesn't need to be the referee. Throw him into the playable select screen and let's get him in there. Could we replace him for Paratroopa? Theoretically, but you know what? Let's get the classic, the man that's actually been playable in a party before. Get Koopa back in there. One last row to go, and this is going to be an interesting row, fellas. First up is Monty Mole, a man that had made his Mario Party playable debut in Super in 2018, and it was a fun one. He had a great time playing the rhythm games. It was fun to play as the mole. He had a Mario Kart debut in Tour, so he's slowly but surely making his way back into the spin-off mix. So let's see him get a playable role in Mario Party Superstars. Of course, get him back into the roster. Why Super Mario Party had an insane roster while Mario Party Superstars just really dropped the ball, I don't know. Get Monty Mole back into the game. He's a legend. Someone that hasn't been playable in a Mario Party game since 10 when he made his debut is Spike. Not Foreman Spike from the movie or from Wrecking Crew, but Spike, the enemy that looks like a shrunken version of Yoshi that throws giant spiked balls. Yeah, that Spike. I think he's kind of cool. And he made his playable debut in Mario Party 10, and he also played in Mario Tennis Aces, so he's got a little bit of playing experience, but Nintendo has mainly forgotten about him. I think he deserves to make a comeback, get him back into Superstars, and bring Spike back into the roster. He will be a fun character. 4 more characters to go, starting things off with the one and only Nabbit. I think Nabbit is just a gold mine of a pick to enter in a playable roster for Mario Party Superstars. He's only been playable in a few games, namely Mario Kart Tour and Mario Golf World Tour, but I think Nabbit is just a fun, sneaky character. He makes the perfect persona for like a Mario Party Mischievous character. We need more of those types of characters that can just have fun, cause some havoc, and even as a playable character can just make some sneaky mischievous moves. Get Nabbit back into the game. Next up, someone that could be a brilliant tag team partner with Nabbit if you allow 2-on-2 teams in this game. We have Bandit, a character that has never been playable in a Mario game before, a character that made his name by stealing your coins and items from 6, 7, and 8. Bandit is like the pre-Nabbit, and I think he's just a fun character. He's like a mix of Shy Guy and Nabbit, and he's got like this wacky face and everything. I don't know. He seems like a very mischievous character, a character that we just do not know anything about, and that strikes me as intriguing. So I think Bandit can make a brilliant choice to enter Mario Party Superstars if they decide to have some more DLC, which I'm proposing here. Bring Bandit back into the game. 2 more characters could go. You can call this a cop-out, but I think this is going to be a brilliant move, especially if we're going to be emphasizing tag team play in Mario Party Superstars. First up is Bowser Jr., who made his playable Mario Party debut in Mario Party Island Tour and was also playable in Super Mario Party. Get Bowser Jr. back into the game. I know he's Bowser's henchman in the game, but you gotta just let him cook and let him be a playable character in Superstars. And finally, a character that I just love playing in Mario Parties 5 and 6, and I wish he was playable in more games, and I wish they just didn't cut him off as a character entirely. Let's bring back the one and only Koopa Kid. This is my boy. If there was a Donkey Kong Jr. version of like a Bowser or a Koopa character, this is it. Koopa Kid. He was there when I was a young kid. This is totally nostalgic for me. We need Koopa Kid back. He is the one that has been there in the Mario Party games that were my personal favorite as a kid and are still my favorites because of just how awesome having this rare specimen of a character is. Can you imagine the scenes if this character were to come back and be playable yet again? I just need it to happen. Nintendo, please don't forget this character. Remember that he was a Mario Party legend before Bowser Jr. and the Koopalings ever worked. Bring back Koopa Kid and his red, green, and blue variants. Come on, I need this. I know some of you will not like it, but I need this to happen. This is my roster for Mario Party Superstars DLC. What do you guys think? I think this looks fantastic, but now let's take a look at the 10 extra boards we can add into the game if they were DLC as well. I decided to add at least 1 board from Mario Parties 1 through 8 to fill out 10 extra slots for boards. First up, the first DLC board I want to talk about is Luigi's Engine Room from Mario Party 1 with a difficulty of 4 out of 5 stars. Now, I never played this board personally myself, but based on the map layout, I think it can make for some entertaining times. You got a lot of things going around it. It just has a unique look to it that not many other of the boards currently in the game can match that theme. It's almost like EGAD's Garage from Mario Party 6 in my personal opinion, but just bring it back from Mario Party 1, and let's see how this one cooks in game. Up next is a board I think I predicted in my Mario Party Superstars predictions way back before the game even came out. This is Bowser Land from Mario Party 2. This will be a 5 out of 5 difficulty, of course, because it's the main man himself, Bowser, and this is a board I did get to play a couple of times. I don't remember too much about it, but I remember it being slightly more entertaining than Bowser's Magma Mountain, which is why I ended up going with Bowser Land, because it just has a little bit more variety when it comes to the spaces, and you can actually avoid certain things but also get yourself into some serious trouble. But at the same time, it's still always a very close game until the very end. So Bowser Land, despite it being pretty difficult, it's also a pretty darn entertaining one, and we do need a Bowser related board in Superstars, so bring back Bowser Land. Next up, we got Deep Blooper Sea from Mario Party 3. I don't know why it's not called Deep Blooper Sea, but it's literally called Blooper Sea. It makes no sense to me, but regardless, bring this one back because we don't really have an underwater themed level in Mario Party Superstars, and I think this one is the most raved about. I am really looking forward to playing this one when it comes out on Mario Party 3 on N64 Switch Online. I am waiting so patiently for that one. Until then, I just have to look through the pictures and see how this one was played since I've never played 3, and this one is talked about a lot as being one of the better boards, and I'm excited to play it. Next up, I'm going to take another board from Mario Party 3 since Mario Party Superstars focuses on mainly Mario Party N64 themes when it comes to its board, so I'll add a second Mario Party 3 board. This one is Waluigi's Island. Did I drop the ball here? I'm not too sure, but I wanted to pick a more difficult board, so I went with Waluigi's Island. Plus, it just gives Waluigi something to hope for when it comes to representation. He doesn't get a lot going for him, so I'm just gonna throw the guy a bone and give him his own board in Mario Party Superstars. Let's get Waluigi back into the limelight with Waluigi's Island. Again, another board I've never played, but it's apparently one of the more difficult ones in Mario Party 3, and if not the most difficult one. And I like difficulty, like having a challenge when it comes to the board, so let's give him this one. Now, this is one of those boards in Mario Party Superstars that I just didn't include at all because there are so many similar boards in Mario Party 4 that I could have chosen, but I went with Goombas. 1, because I didn't include Goomba as a playable character, not that it matters that much, but 2, I just felt like it had the most interesting theme. Of course, Goomba's Greedy Gala is about gambling, and my members and I have a pretty good inside joke about gambling, fake gambling in Super Mario 3D World, but that's neither here nor there. I think this is a pretty fun representation of gambling as well. However, I do not condone real gambling. That's just one thing I want to point out. Gambling in real life is just not it. Don't do it. Regardless, I think it's just a pretty fun portrayal of fake gambling, which is pretty fun. One of the more iconic features of it being at the very beginning of the board, you get 4 different randomized selections of where you get to go. Yes, it's completely RNG based, but also you get to spend more coins to increase your odds of getting the right space where you want to go to get closer to the star. So I think that's a pretty fun mechanic as well. And Goomba's Greedy Gala just seems like a really great time. Representing Mario Party 5 with the selection, I went with Pirate Dream. There are so many fantastic boards in Mario Party 5 that I love that game so much, but the one I had to go with just for the theme diversity is Pirate Dream. It is a fun one. It's got multiple stories. You're starting way up top near like the caves, then you're going down towards a waterfall and end up in a pirate boat, then make your way up over a bridge when you get to run away from a massive boulder. There's a lot going on in Pirate Dream, and I think it could fit Mario Party Superstars perfectly, especially with the amount of characters we just introduced as DLC. So bring back Pirate Dream into Superstars. It's gotta happen. Next up, representing Mario Party 6, we got Snowflake Lake. Now, this is a relatively easier level in Mario Party 6, but it has a very different feature when it comes to collecting your stars, whereas every character starts with 5 stars, and then you have to pay chain chomps to roll dice to steal stars from other players. That's a mechanic that's not implemented in Mario Party Superstars, and I think we need a board like that in this game, so bring it back. I think Snowflake Lake is a really fun one. Also, let's just bring back a snow-themed board in general. For Mario Party 7, I decided to go with Neon Heights. There's so many great levels. You got the Pyramid Place, you got the Windmillville, and you got Pagoda Peak, but I went with the Neon Heights because I also think it's a fun mechanic to just guess where the star is and have 3 different treasure chests that may have a star, one with star, one with coins, and one with a bomb that sends you back to the start. And I think a board like that can really switch things up in terms of play styles, so bring that one back. Plus, a night themed Mario Party board based in a city like New York or Vegas is just kind of brilliant. Let's make that happen. All right, and the last two boards I will be talking about today are based off of Mario Party 8, and the first one I want to talk about is my man Shy Guy's Perplex Express. That's right, you thought I was not going to include this one in Superstars DLC? Come on, this is a legendary board. You're just running straight through a train, getting a star if you have enough coins, and then going over the roof of the train to get back to the beginning. It's a unique mechanic where the star is actually in the midway point of a linear stage as opposed to the very end. I think that's a very fun mechanic and fun idea, and it just has banger music as well. What a beautiful stage. Get Shy Guy's Perplex Express back into Superstars as DLC. And lastly, you know I had to go with the one, the only, Koopa's Tycoon Town. That's right, we got to get the Monopoly style levels back into it. This is why I chose not to include Windmillville from 7, because I wanted Koopa's Tycoon Town. It just seems so much better. Yes, it's more of a square with like 2 or 3 horizontal levels, but it's still a really fun environment. It's got some crazy music as well, which I love, and I think it could make for some really entertaining times. Plus, you got a lot of things going on with like the star spaces, the bonus spaces. Bandit is over there, even though now he would be a playable character if this were real DLC. I just can't talk enough about how good Koopa's Tycoon Town is. I think it's brilliant, and I think it deserves a lot of love. So get this bad boy back into Mario Party Superstars as DLC. That's gonna do it, ladies and gentlemen. This is my list of boards for DLC for Mario Party Superstars, and this is my list of characters that would be introduced as DLC for Mario Party Superstars. Can we please, Nintendo, get DLC for Mario Party Superstars? I need it so badly, guys. Oh my lord, it just needs to happen. Comment down below what you guys think. Which characters would you introduce in Mario Party Superstars? Which board would you introduce to Mario Party Superstars? And also, thank you so much to my members for being so supportive of the channel. You guys are incredible, amazing. I wouldn't be here without you guys, but I'm just trying my best to make this dream come true. Thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe if you are new. Stay all pro, and I'm out of here.